Hi everyone, welcome to the studios here in COEHP at Columbus State University. This is the College of Education and Health Professions TV channel. We wanted to take some time to really help some of the folks who've recently gotten the iPad. It's quite a phenomenon there, and there's so many people that need to just learn something about the fundamentals and the basics of using the iPad. And so that's we're going to go through a series of trainings, but I want to do that in the very first session just to tell you a little bit about what this is like and show you actually and give you some pointers and tips about how to best use your new iPad. So why don't we get started? This comes in the box just as you see here, and I'll go ahead and take it out of the box and we'll take a look at what you get as it comes in. The first thing you notice is the iPad is right there in the box, and if you allow me, I'll just take that out, and there are a few other things in this box that we'll come back and look at in just a moment. Now this is actually the iPad. What a nicely designed instrument here. You'll see the Apple logo. We also have to put our sticker on there from Columbus State University where we're at here. And this is the front. You'll notice that not a lot on the front. Actually, there's one button at the very bottom, and that turns this machine on. Isn't that interesting? So all you have to do is turn it on. Now let's say, for example, you got it out of the box, and this machine is completely off, and I'll take you through that. Let's say let's say I'll do one more thing here, and I think we'll be completely off. All right, there we go. All right, so it comes out of the box. It's completely off. You push the button. Nothing happens. What in the world is going on? Well, there's actually an on and off button right here at the very top. And so if you'll press and hold that button just for a second or two, you'll see that the Apple logo begins to come up. You can see that on the screen now. So that means that the machine is coming on. So remember, that is an on and off button at the very top right here. So you certainly want to remember that. While we're looking there and waiting for it to come on, it comes up pretty quickly. You'll also see that there is a headphone jack here so that you can plug in your headphones and listen quietly to all the audio that's coming on. In addition to that, right next to it is the microphone, and you'll use that in coming up. One more, as we turn this around to the side, I want to show you that there is a volume button up and down. So down turns the volume, lower, up, increases the volume, and a very important little button right here to the, and that we'll talk about in just a moment. I'll come back to that. Finally, as we spin the machine around, you'll notice that on the bottom, you'll see the slots here. These are speakers, actually, so your sound's going to come out of that. And in the middle is the connector. Now, you'll use the connector, and we'll show you that in a moment, as you plug in a cable that comes with it to charge the iPad, or either connect through USB to your computer in order to use iTunes. And we're certainly going to talk about iTunes a little bit later on. So here we are. We've turned the machine on, and now what do? You can see that this has got a background. You certainly can change the background. There's a time, which is very helpful, I think. If you notice, that just went off that way. Unless you turn the machine on very quickly by using the slider down here, it will go black to conserve the battery. So you notice I didn't do anything. It went black again. So if we push the button, we see the screen. There's a slider here. You put your finger on and just simply slide it over, and there's your screen. I know we're going to have some glare here in the studio, so I'll try to help with that process just a little bit here. So there, let me go back over that. If it's off, the top button to turn it on, just press and hold until the icon comes up. Then use the button at the very bottom, which will allow you to turn it on. Now, you have only a few seconds once you press that button in order to use the slider to turn the iPad on. Once you turn it on, you're going to see the screen just like this. Now, this one is a brand new out-of-the-box screen. And I can show you another one. If Kenneth, and you can go to the document reader here, and I'll show you. This is an iPad that is my personal iPad, and as you can see, we have many more icons and applications for a number of things there that you'll want to add on. We're going to come back and talk about the the applications and what's available. You know, right now there are over 200,000 applications on iTunes that you can load directly onto your iPad and make it a personal experience. So, what we've done so far, we've got this thing turned on, we've used the button, we've swiped the screen to get to the very first screen. You'll see these icons here, and what happens, you see I've noticed that I actually moved my finger across and it went to the typing key. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to come back in our next episode and we're going to talk a lot more about what to do with this iPad. Now that we've got it on and operational, we're going to come back and then we're going to talk a little bit more about how to make use of this incredible little machine here. Hey, thanks for viewing, and we'll be back soon. Take a look at us take a look at this training series at coehp.tv and our on-demand site. You'll find us on the menu at the top there on our screen. So come back and watch these series, and I hope it'll be helpful to you. Hey, thanks for watching.